So they go and they talk to the priest, and then she's like, but then we find out she did see him fly away. So it was not like a secretive escape.
Do you think the Bowel? You think they're based off Claw from Inspector Gadget? Because like after I heard their voice and saw the little eye zoom in, I expected it to cut to a screen where it's just a chair and you see like this hand petting a cat that says, "Gadget, Kelpian, you have returned." What the fuck is Sriracha talking about? Because the whole first half of the episode, she's acting like she was pissed at him because we thought you were dead. We thought you had angered the bowels. And then she completely 180s on that. And she's like, well, I saw you go. And Pike even says they've seen warp technology. I'm so confused. Do they worship the bowel as gods, or do they know that it's just a warp capable society that's calling them? Like, what? I. Mm,
Hey, any advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So
mm.
maybe they do think they are gods and they're managing the great balance.
Did you like how Sriracha was like, just by being here, you could have angered the bowels. They're very irritable. And then it starts like rumbling. And
Oh man.
she's like, you hear the rumble, it's about to get bad, you have to leave. And I'm like, I was like, they're not gonna just leave. They're not gonna go start shit and then just leave.
But they did.
And Burnham goes, Discovery 2 to beam out. I'm like, what the fuck did you just do that for? If you were gonna beam straight out, what the hell was it? Oh my god.
They were about to hear the sound of thunder.
I guess so.
Well, and I mean, I guess this show got me. I would have bet you my next paycheck that Discovery 2 to beam out. Burnham, we can hear you, but something's jamming our transporters. I mean, oh boy.
No, the jam transporters didn't come till later in the episode when they needed them.
Right. So we beam up, and then the Ba'ul come and hail us. They spread out in their little formation, and they tell us they're going to shoot us. And Pike says, no, we're going to kill you back if you try to kill one of mine.
Kill you back.
And so Saru goes and beams back down to the planet, right? And then they take him.
What the? So
Why wouldn't Saru have just surrendered himself to the Ba'ul?
from the bridge? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was too busy thinking that the Starfleet of this era is like the fucking prequel Jedi. They don't give a shit about anybody. They're like, oh, planet right on our doorstep where there's 2 sentient races and one commits. I guess it's quite genocide, but it's mass murder as soon as everybody gets close to puberty. We're cool with that. Why would we bother stopping the slave trade on Tatooine? We have trade routes to negotiate. I
know.
I hate this Starfleet. They are the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think when Philippa Giorgio beamed him up and he tells her about all this, she would have been like, oh my God,
You would think so,
is this a joke?
but no.
And this is going on right now where I just took you away from?
Yeah,
Oh, man. Also, the whole predator prey thing made it sound a little bit more like the food chain. This is so far beyond predator and prey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's completely ridiculous.
This is it puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again type situations.
put the fucking lotion in the basket.
All right, I'm lotioning.
Oh my god.
Joe Dirt was also better than this episode. So anyway, so he beams back down, and then they take him and Serana, even though I don't guess it really made sense why they took Serana.
Well, I think it's because Sriracha knew about the true meaning of Valhalla.
Well, I guess she did at that point, yeah. So they take him up, and there's some technology there that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And
This was a dumb fucking room.
they can ratchet them to the wall as needed.
Why wouldn't you just kill them?
I think I liked Saru better when he was shrouded in mystery about his heritage and his past. But at least I could imagine that it was better than this. But so they tell him everything. They're like, oh no, you guys are badasses whenever you hit puberty and we decided that we had to stop that. And of course, conveniently, Discovery figures this out pretty much at the same time too, right?
Right.
So he tells them all their plans. And then for advanced species, the way that you neutralize someone is to bring in a little flying drone who's going to drill into your brain hole. And that's how they're going to neutralize you.
Brain.
Like, was this like a lobotomy? Were they going to lobotomize them? Like, what were they doing?
They were gonna extract
They're going to extract the memory?
his spiky glands and replace it with new
Jeez.
threat boners. I don't know.
Must have been a reverse eunuch. But so, of course, even though he wasn't strong enough to pull his way off,
He hulks out.
it just grabs it.
Badder Kelpie get, stronger Kelpie get.
Oh, man. Saru threatened.
Saru smash.
Yeah. And just starts flinging these things around. And they just start coming in there one by one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Quickly, send another drone in, one at a time. Should we send the ones with lasers on them? No. Keep using the ones with the brain hole augmenters.
Oh, man. Again, like a lot of times in this show, these are very singularly designed technologies that we're seeing here. Like, these are either the melon ballers or the neutralizers.
Maybe they were both.
Maybe they were sitting in the back and they're like, damn it, I can do this. Give me a chance. I can do more than that.
Sir, we sent our security team to kill Tasha Yar. All that's left are the kitchen bots.
Fine. Bring in the melon ballers.
You know what usually happens before you invent warp drive? You figure out how to clean the goddamn oil slick off your skin and invent clothes.
Oh, man. Yeah, but it's okay because after he Hulk smashes his way out of danger, which apparently they only had 5 of those melon ballers anyway, right?
I mean, even if they had more, what's the 6th one gonna do?
That's true, yeah. That's true.
Fooled me 5 times, shame on you.
I guess you're right. So they didn't want to sacrifice too many melon ballers. But it's okay because Saru knows exactly which floor plate is the hailing device.
No, I thought he cobbled it together.
Oh,
from...
you're right. He probably does. Oh, you're right. He rips the floor up with a transmission device. Because having just gone through what we saw, it was last episode, having just gone through that, it seems like the sensible thing to do would be make your entire species go through it in a fraction of the timeline.
Yeah.
That seems like a legitimate plan.
This bothered me so goddamned much. Okay, first, let's just skip over the fact that Saru fucking Kelpie MacGyvered the shit out of these melon ballers to turn them into a walkie-talkie. Like, I don't even know that that's possible, but whatever. Then this is another thing where Pike just doesn't really make the decision. And he's just kind of passive. Well, clearly the only thing to do is force puberty upon my entire race. I'm like, there's no fucking way they're going to do this because they were talking about Prime Directive. But he's like, oh, we're going to force the entire species into Valhalla? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprisingly okay with this plan. That is beyond Prime Directive. Like, you're kind of crossing into, like, Nazi scientist shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing God a little bit.
What if Saru was the only one that could survive Valhalla syndrome?
Well, yeah, that was what I was wondering in the last episode. Imagine if somebody went to Vulcan and forced Ponfar on the entire planet all at once. How that would have gone.
Spontaneous planet-wide Ponfar. That would be a hell of a thing. Like, well, I'm going to knock off work early because ain't shit getting done today.
The rivers ran white with splooge.
Back to this Dr. Strangelove. Mein Führer plan. On top of it being highly, highly unethical, it also is just a boneheaded plan because it basically leads to genocide of the entire Kelpian race if we don't get Angel Ex Machina to come in and pull our Gormaganders out of the fire.
Yeah, but Saru talked Pike into this. He said, "Look, I think this is why the Red Angel brought us here. We got to do it." Pike's like, "Sold."
Pike was not like sold. Pike was like, I don't know. Until he's like, I think we can do it. And Burnham's like, do it. And Pike's like, oh, whatever you girls say. But basically, yeah, then the Bowels did exactly what the fuck you would think they would do, which is planetary sterilization plan number 7. And Pike is like, I am shocked by this. What kind of psychopathic assholes would hold a warrior race hostage by having a kill switch on the entire planet? What a bunch of dickwads. And Burnham's in the back like, I kind of need to tell you about our trip to Kronos, but not right now. Later. Might want to get off your fucking high horse there, Pike.
Oh man.
And then it gets dumber because Pike's like, target him. And I was like, oh yeah, we're going to shoot phasers. And he's like, photon torpedoes. I'm like, what? These things are right in the middle of every fucking village. They are throbbing with energy. And you are going to shoot a photonic explosive device right down into the middle of them. They haven't discovered brick yet. These things won't stand up to the big bad wolf, the Kelpian huts. And you're going to have a torpedo? Like, you are just going to save them the trouble and genocide away. Never mind the fact they said there were 4,000 of these things, and I don't think Discovery could launch whatever. That was such a bad idea. Hello, and welcome to Sheer Fucking Hubris.